Contractors, there is a big shift happening in the way homeowners are discovering you and your services. And it involves AI. And there is a way that you can get out in front of this shift so that you can be one of the ones riding the wave forward and not one of the ones who waited until it was too late to get in the right position, right? There is some upfront work and continuous work that has to happen in order for you to position yourself as the trusted source for AI to rely on, which AI will then put you in front of the homeowners. And I'm going to show you how. So let's take a look at my computer here. If I type in here, and I've already tried this once, how hard is it to unclog a drain line? Common question that somebody might put into Google. You can see the very first thing that shows up at the top is an AI overview, right? This is generated by Google's AI, which is Gemini, and Google and all services like this are wanting to push their AI because they know that it is the future of how people interact with electronic devices. So if we show more here, we can see over here on the right, there is a guide on basically citing the sources, right? We can see Roto-Rooter, of course, Chambliss Plumbing Company, Clover Contracting. All of these are the sources that Google is pulling its knowledge from in order to answer this question. It gives a really thoughtful answer, a thorough answer to the question, right? It tells you how to fix it. And all along the way, it has these little citations, these little links that show over here who it's recalling for that answer. So Roto-Rooter is at the top. Chambliss Plumbing is often right after that. First Clear Flow is showing up quite a bit too. All right, so what's great about this is the new #1 spot, but it's going to take a while for people to understand what it is and how to adopt it and use it, right? There are still people who are skeptical of AI, especially older folks who are homeowners and who are using a lot of contractors. But that's changing. Just like all technology, there's an adoption curve. Now, here's why this is important to you, and I want you to stick around because I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to get out in front of the curve or in front of the wave, like I said, so you can ride the wave instead of getting run over by it, right? Because there are people who are already positioning themselves, like in this case, Nick's Plumbing, Chambliss Plumbing Company, to be out in front of the wave, right? So the thing you need to do, and you don't need to use this software, you don't need to hire me, I'm going to show you how I did it here. Now, this is a client of ours. They came from another SEO company, and we were able to pretty much immediately create over 3,000 fixes and optimizations that the other company wasn't doing for them. But I want to take you down to a couple parts in particular that are relevant to this AI piece. Basically, what Google wants to see from us is that we have fulfilled their requirements for being an expert in the field. That means that they want to see a certain amount of information, a certain spread of information delivered in a certain technical format with the right types of schema markup and things like that, so that they know that we are an expert in this field and they can draw knowledge from us, right? So for the semantic analysis is basically saying, okay, these are your keywords. What does that mean if we can dumb it down even more? Like, what are all the related keywords to the keywords you chose so that we can understand, or so that Google can understand when to call upon you, like when you're the one to call on, when you are the expert, right? And of course, we're always putting in place the right schema so that it's in the format Google wants it to be in. But you can see here for these keywords, AC repair service, Hinesville, Georgia, heater repair, yada, yada. We're putting in place all these different keywords that are relevant keywords, okay? we're showing Google, and we'll go through and trim these a bit, but generally this is showing all the relevant keywords that we want to show up for. The other thing, and there's also the knowledge graph optimization. So that is just helping Google see how all the relevant keywords and the keywords we're choosing are working together in a map, like you can think of it as in like an encyclopedia. We want the information to be well organized. The other thing I want to show you, and this is pretty cool, the knowledge-based trust and factual enhancements. So it's important, FAQs are very important. They take a lot of work to write sometimes, to research what to write, things like that. And most contractors, if they have it at all on their website, they might have it on one page, contact page or something. But what we do is we know that AI is often answering questions for people. Just like we saw here, they were answering this, how hard is it to unclog a drain? Not only are we going to tell you how hard it is, but we're going to give you some methods on how to fix it, the solution, right? And so what we're doing here is we're putting into the code on the website in a way where Google can access it. Q&As, but we're doing on each page relevant Q&As. We're deploying 30 of them. So is it worth repairing an air conditioner? Maybe worth repairing an air conditioner if the cost of repairs is less than half the cost of a new unit and the system is less than 10 years old. However, an older or significantly damaged AC may be better off replaced with a more energy efficient model. So this is going to be one of those sources that AI is calling upon if it meets all of Google's requirements. So having a high rating in the map pack, having an extensive knowledge base, all the different factors that Google puts in place, having a high domain rating and domain authority, all of these things are important. But this is formatting the data in a way where AI can quickly and repeatedly draw from you as a source, as an expert. So you want your website to be informative for the public, yes, but possibly even more important is you want Google to see your website as being a knowledge base that is trustworthy. Because if Google doesn't think you're a trustworthy source, it doesn't matter how great of an experience your website is, because the only people on it are going to be your repeat customers. It won't be showing your website to new customers. And if you're wanting to grow your business, the first thing you have to do is have a great service, of course. The second thing is to be able to bring in new business, because then your great service will create a repeat customer, but that flow of new traffic is what you need. And your website is a great way to do that organically, okay? So these two things, the semantic analysis and the knowledge-based trust and factual enhancement, that's what we roll out for our clients to position them really well for AI, as well as content, topical maps, a lot of other stuff we do. But I just wanted to introduce these two concepts. Now, if this is something that you'd like to roll out for your business, but it looks a little overwhelming or too technical and you want somebody else to do it, or you have some questions and you want to know a little more, I'm happy to set up a free consultation. Just shoot me a message and let me know, hey, I want a free consultation, and I'll set one up for you. No pressure or anything like that. Our pricing is right on our website. The consultation is more about walking through what your goals are and seeing what the best path forward would be. So I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please share it, subscribe, follow along. I'm gonna be sharing a lot more information with you and behind the scenes look at what is currently working to get contractors more traffic, more clicks, more jobs. And if this was helpful, drop a comment below. Let me know what you found helpful and what you'd like to see next. Talk to you soon.